Question number 1a. To find the total differentials of general implicit form, f1 and f2 functions of y, r, mo and xo should be equals to 0. We have to partially differentiate the f1 and f2 function. So the result is, for f1, del q f1 divided by del qy times dy plus del q f1 divided by del qr times by dr plus del q f1 divided by dmo times by dmo plus del q f1 divided by del q xo times by dxo equals to 0. And for the f2 function, del q f2 divided by del qy times dy plus del q f2 divided by dr times dr plus del q f2 divided by del qmo times dmo plus del q f2 divided by dxo equals to times by dxo equals to 0. To find the specific implicit form, we have to partially differentiate the entire functions. For f1, y, r, mo and xo should be equals to I in the bracket of r plus xo minus s in the bracket of y and r and minus z in the bracket of y and r and should be equals to 0. So the result is del qi divided by del qr times dr plus del q f1 divided by del qxo times dxo minus del qs divided by del qy times dy minus del qs divided by del qr times dr minus del qz divided by del qy times dy and minus del qz divided by del qr times dr equals to 0. And for the f2 function of y, r, mo, xo should be equals to L in the bracket of y and r minus mo equals to 0. So the result is del ql divided by del qy times dy minus del ql divided by del qr times dr minus del qf2 divided by del qmo times dmo should be equals to 0.
My name is Surendran. Now we look at the question C, expressed in matrix form dx equals to P. To express the total derivative of both the general and specific implicit form with respect to x, we start dividing by dy, dr, dm and dx by dx. Here we can see that dx divided by dx will become 1. For the specific form, we just simplify it as follows. df and dx will move to the right side, and for the second equation, df2 over dm times dm over dx will move to the right side. Since money supply and autonomous expo have no relationship, this term will become 0. Now we transform the form into the Jacobian matrix Jx equals to B. Here we can see the x represents the dependent variable that we're looking for, dy over dx and dr over dx. Now we move to the question D, that is find the determinant of any sign. We transform all the terms into the respective signs looking at the first row and first column in the matrix, that is negative dx over dy is a negative relationship, and negative dz over dy is a negative relationship too, and summing both up is also negative. And we look at the first row and second column, we get a negative relationship, and the second row, first column, we get a positive relationship. For the second row, second column, we get a negative relationship. Finally, we just find the determinant by calculating AD minus BC. In the end, the determinant has a positive relationship. Now, we move to the question E, that is measure the effect on equilibrium level of Y and R of the change in the autonomous export X. To measure that, we solve the matrix using by Cramer rule. Following this test, we can see that the effect on income and interest rate is positive.
The result shows that dy over dxo is more than 0 and dr over dxo is also more than 0. So this concludes that when the autonomous export xo increases, the income and the interest rate also increases as well.
My name is Anyaton and my measure number is 302058, and I'm going to present for question 2A and B. So to find the partially differentiate Q with respect to PS, first thing we have to do is simplify the Q. The answer that we have simplified for Q is equals to E plus FA over S plus B plus EF over F plus B plus FCPS over F plus B plus minus FDPC over F plus B plus GPI over F plus B and minus GPI. So to find the differentiation, we have to take out the things that we have to find, which is PS. So with differentiation, we will get FC equals to F plus B. So to continue to our B questions, which is referring the finding in A, state the direction of the relationship between Q and PS. So we have find that the differentiation Q with respect to PS is equals to FC over F plus B. In this, we have concluded that dq over dps is greater than 0. It means that this has increased the price of the substitution, which is PS, that will increase the equivalent quantity, which is our Q.
My name is Lishani Krishnasamy and my metric number is 301899. Today I'm going to briefly explain about the changes in price and also quantity. The positive partial derivative FC divided by F plus B represents the impact of the changes in price and quantity. This suggests that the equivalent quantity of the commodity question increases in response to an increase in the price of a substitute good. In terms of economics, consumers are likely to move to the commodity in question if the price of replacement product rises, increasing the commodity equivalent quantity. On the other hand, consumer may decide not to purchase the product if the price of the substitute drops, which will lower its equivalent quantity.